Okay, just like between calls and the rest of that, just going to quickly answer a question that was put to me. And yes, I will get back to doing some filming in 3D at some point in the future, so you can all get your red and blue glasses together and I'll do something along those lines. The question is, why do I think there's a bias against Freemasonry amongst, the whole conspiracy theory type crowd and all the rest of it? I think the answer is a little bit more obvious than you might possibly think. Because in the old days, it wasn't called Freemasonry, it wasn't called free anything, because it wasn't free, because the word free means open to people of all religious denominations. Now, so in the old days, it would have been a cozy little club of people who had like only one particular interpretation of Christianity, essentially, and probably a few quirky little rituals, and then, hey presto, eventually became more of a club of the wealthier or slightly better off people. And it became open to people of different denominations. So you got people of all different theologies gathering together into this, one group. And it's different to mainstream Christianity. I mean, that's essentially all you need for all the conspiracy theories to start up. Okay? And no, there aren't any secrets of Freemasonry, because you can go to a library and get a book out on it and it'll tell you everything clear cut. And I've been to a couple of, I've been to one Freemasonry lodge, and I've met people who are Freemasons, and I've held conversations with them. And I know it's just another, basically a boring little cult sect with lots of different types in them. I mean, and each little group has its own variety of ceremony based upon either an industry or a hobby. So there's one which is dedicated to rowing. So they have all their mysticism around the symbolism of rowing, for instance, and there's another one for whatever. But the thing is, it's different, okay? And people of a more conservative bent or more paranoid bent will be afraid of things which are different and won't be accepting of it, despite the fact they're just people trying to do some good in whatever way they can. And in practice, it's no real different to any other religious organisation, including the Christian lot, because these are people who gather together, they meet, they do their weird religious ceremonies, just like the Christians do. They raise a bit of money for charity, they have the occasional meal together, and a shot of brandy maybe. Boom, that's it. But, in what way are they any different in practice to all the Christian groups? Well, basically they're not. Okay, they have a religion, they have a higher power concept, all the spirituality comes from Christianity. Sure, there's some different symbols involved, but a lot of those symbols can still be found within Christian teachings. Not all of them, yeah, sure, but you couldn't actually have a canoe or an oar somewhere in the Bible in the same way as it would be in a rowing club. So why are people afraid of it? Why? Because it's a group of people who've got more money than other people. Okay, so there'll obviously be a form of social division, because there's class divisions, economic divisions, political divisions, religious divisions in the world. So there's some divisions out there, and they're people who do things in a very different way. So there isn't any real reason for there to be any major paranoia against the Freemasons, because they're not Illuminati conspiracy type people who are plotting to destroy the whole world. These are people who are doing okay for themselves, quite nice, quite spiritual, and enjoy having a meal once in a while and having a glass of something. They're people who are having fun in their own way. So whenever there's a difference, whenever there's an opportunity for there to be a division, those who are of a certain type will want to be prejudiced against them, whether it's colour of skin, money, whether it's accent, whether it's social custom, whether it's whatever. People do that. Why? Because humans are primitive creatures, and there are some mentalities of human which is much more primitive, much more Neanderthal than others, and that's become the foundation of a lot of the new right-wing thinking, the supporters of UKIP, those who are in later years, even with education, still followers of the conspiracy theory lot, and so on and so forth. It's just do you want to be primitive? You go be primitive, but do me a favor, do it somewhere else. Because I'm not interested in people who don't have, the equipment to see what's really real there. Okay? Relax with it. The cause of division or the cause of making division important is the Neanderthal streak of humanity, and we've all got that in us somewhere. But some people focus in on it more to the point whereby it becomes pathogenic. Just like some people become thrill seekers and want to, like, you know, put on a parachute and dive off a building. Some people want to be paranoid instead. So, you know, it's human insanity that's caused all the paranoias associated with Freemasonry. Alright, there's no Illuminati, reptilian, Freemasonry, Jewish, Zionist conspiracy to take over the world, destroy humanity, you know, Georgia Guidestones. No, it's not happening. It's not real. It's a lie. It's a fabrication brought about by people who are totally fucking mental. Mental. Mad, I tell you.